Morris is fine. And Valdez is not as bad. We'll see in the next few days. And Freeberg has an MCL strain, but we don't really know how severe, how long that might take.
Was Valdez a groin or a thigh or quad?
Thigh. He got kneed in the quad.
Okay.
What about Fry?
Huh?
Stephen Fry. Any update on his?
Yeah, it's better. So we had him do some stuff today. He should be able to train by Wednesday.
And Evans?
Evans making progress as well, so he can start working fitness stuff and things like that. We're keeping him inside a little bit while he continues to get stronger. So
It's too long a list for 2 games into the season.
it's a long list, but it's a list.
Is it a rare case where you might be looking ahead to the bye week this early in the year, actually kind of looking forward to it rather than kind of in a peanut?
No, I think our team's view is we want to play. I thought we've been unfortunate in the first 2 weeks. I think we've played fairly well. Do we deserve to be 0-2 right now? Probably not. And watching a game again on TV or on replay, or not replay, or watching a game yesterday, and doing my stuff with it. But it was just, I never, even watching a game afterwards, I never felt like we were under siege or under threat. And we just now need to complete final passes. We need to score some goals. The ice needs to break, and we need to get some luck going our way.
You caution us often not to judge forwards purely by goals. What are you seeing of Morris these first couple of weeks?
He's learning. He's 4 games into his professional career, and he's learning. And there were a couple of times he just got caught off sides by a little bit. The timing of those runs, our players recognizing those runs, maybe they could have played it a step sooner because he's going to burst into that space. That's just getting to know each other and him understanding his timing as well. So, he's making progress, and I'm happy with that.
Is forward a position where you guys could use a little bit of depth given the Copa this summer and looking ahead, sort of mapping out the year?
We'll see. We're looking right now at players, and we'll see what happens. In terms of our depth. We still believe in our younger guys. Darwin came in, had a chance to equalize the game there. And Olex we didn't bring this week. Maybe it's another opportunity for him as we move forward. Kovar hits a nice cross, so we got some of those guys that are gaining their confidence as well.
Sure.
You're still feeling comfortable with the tactics this season, and feeling like things need to change, or are you still kind of going forward with the same
I'm
stuff?
comfortable from the standpoint that I don't think we've been pushed around in any game. I think we've had our good fair part of possession. I think an issue for us last year sometimes when we struggled was that teams would overrun us in the middle of midfield and we get outplayed. I don't think that's happened at all this year. Beckerman sometimes usually has good games against us because he has more freedom. He was tied up a lot, and so I've been happy with that. I've been happy with the tempo of the game that we've been able to sort of control. So I think we got to keep playing with it and keep working on our cohesion. And it's like one of those, if we get we got the one. I mean, if the one that's just barely offsides that goes in off Ivanchitz, Marshall's header off the corner, all of a sudden if the game becomes 2-0 or something like that, then everything changes and maybe the floodgates open.
So even if Valdez was out for a little while, it would be one of the kids getting promoted rather than any thoughts of going back to 4-4-2?
No, I think we believe in what we're doing. We're going to stay with it.
Look around the league this week, it seemed like almost every non-playoff qualifier beat every playoff qualifier. Was there any result that particularly stood out for you or any highlights you got to watch?
It's MLS. It's MLS, man. I mean, everybody can beat anybody on any given day, and you look at it and, you look at, a team that was in the finals last year is 0-2. A team that was Supporter Shield winners is 0-2. A team that was a preseason favorite, Vancouver, is 0-2. The MLS champions are 1-1. And then you got teams that are all of a sudden 2-0 and have scored 8 goals in 2 games, like Houston, who nobody maybe expected as much. It's MLS. It's early, and you got to let the dust settle. And the dust usually doesn't settle for a couple of months.
And even granting early, what do you think also of Dempsey's start?
I think for Clint, obviously playing that position's been a little bit of an adjustment, a little bit of a change. I mean, he's played it in a 4-4-2. Playing in 4-3-3 is a little bit different. I think there's times where we've got to find him more, where we miss him as well. But it's a work in progress also. And I don't worry about Clint. I think he's a talented player. And he's going to find his moments, and he's gonna give us the joy that we expect and want.
And Garth had sort of said last week that as a goal scorer that he might like to see Dempsey a little bit farther up the field more consistently. Do you sort of share that, and do you think that he's still working on that balance between dropping deep and providing that threat?
Well, I think we need to get him the ball so he can be further up the field, that we can get him the ball, and we're still working on that cohesion of what spaces to find him in and when to find him in those spaces. And there's been times where we haven't found them when we should have, and there's been times where there's opportunities for Clint as well that he maybe hasn't taken advantage of. But it's a work in progress, and I feel confident we'll be able to keep working on it.